Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm back with another reading. This reading was actually requested by Venusian Beauty 01. So shout out to her for this reading. We're going to be finding out today why are people jealous of you. I think I did a reading similar to this, as in like why people triggered by you. But now like this is more specific about jealousy. And I also wanted to just take the time to let you guys know that I am being sponsored by Otto Spirit. So this is a really cool jewelry website which sells intention bracelets, necklaces, earrings with really beautiful gemstones. Okay, so today I'm wearing citrine. I don't know if you guys can see it. Let me take it off. Today I'm wearing citrine, and the one that I got is actually the really tiny stones, because I like things that look a little bit like I didn't, there ones you can get online that have like the really massive stones, but I like the ones that are kind of like simple, easy to put on, you know, kind of a little bit discreet. Okay, so I did get 3. So the one I'm wearing today is citrine, and it comes in this cute little box, okay, which says, okay, each gemstone tells a unique story. Okay, now it's time to write yours. Okay, and yeah, this is the one I've got today, which is citrine. Everything I need to be successful is within me. Okay, so that is the affirmation that this one has. I really love it. The intentions is for prosperity, but you know, citrine is also associated with the solar plexus and confidence. It's a really good color. Okay, the chakras are focused on the solar plexus and the root, and just overall confidence. Okay, the zodiac signs that are best compatible for this stone are Aries, Leo, Gemini, and Libra, but I would arguably say also Cancer. Okay, but the care guide is to keep them clean and use a damp soft cloth. So I would highly recommend purchasing these, because especially if you're someone who is desiring to be a bit more in your creativity, your confidence level, it's a really good one to wear. But I also did get rose quartz and jade. So this one, if I'm not mistaken, okay, this is the jade one that I got, and I've already opened it. Yeah, so this one's obviously green. Okay, I don't know if you guys can see it. I did put a community post up in regards to this anyway, so you guys can see it in better detail. But this is a green jade, and the affirmation for this one is everything I touch turns to gold. Okay, so the obviously the intention is prosperity, and the zodiac signs that are best compatible for this are Taurus, Virgo, Libra, and Gemini. And the chakras it focuses on is the heart. Okay, it doesn't just have to be only those zodiac signs, but it's the most compatible for those ones according to the Otter Spirit. And then the last one I got, I think I mentioned, was rose quartz. So yeah, here we are with the rose quartz one, and the affirmation is I am loved for who I am. Okay, and the intention is love. So the zodiac signs best compatible for this is Taurus, Cancer, Libra, Capricorn. Okay, the chakras are of the heart. Okay, and of course you guys know I'm in my pink phase, so I really do love the rose quartz one as well. So I would highly recommend purchasing these stones. I've only just got them yesterday, so I'll give you an update if I feel a shift in anything. But I find them to be really beautiful. They're really elegant looking, and if you guys do want to purchase them, feel free to visit theotterspirit.com. Feel free to email me or DM me for any details, any discounts. And when you are purchasing these stones, don't forget to use the code Gemini EM at the end 20. Okay, so if you're interested in those, feel free. I also wanted to mention that I do have a new video out. It was a very spontaneous video that I did on my other channel, Awkward Confidence. If you're new here and you wonder what is Awkward Confidence about, feel free to pry. Feel free to click the link down below or in the description down below. Yeah, the new song is called Audacity. It's very different from my last song, Zen, because I wrote these songs ages ago, like last year, you know, when I was in that kind of zone. But it's a bit more aggressive. It's a bit more Aries-esque right now. So it's out. So don't forget to show me some love, engage in it, leave a comment, like anything you can to support me as an independent artist. Okay. With that being said, I'm going to start the reading. So for pile 1, we have intention. For pile 2, we have gratitude. For pile 3, we have Maktoub. For pile 4, we have squaring the circle. And for pile 5, we have intention. So go ahead and pick your piles, and I'm going to start. Okay, so, all right, so pile 1 is 5 minutes and 35 seconds. You guys chose Involution. So why are people jealous of you? Okay, I'm already getting a message just from that card alone. We have surprise. An unexpected turn can bring positive change. Be ready for change. Okay, and this is also a birthday cake. So for some of you, if you've had a recent birthday, yeah, you may have gotten something great. Okay, we have the bobcat and the blackthorn, which is patience. I'm hearing I hate you so much, but I love you all so bad. I think that's by Kiki Palmer. I think it was from a Disney, or no, not Disney. It was from a Nickelodeon movie called Rags, I think. And yeah, so this is telling me the energy of the people that are jealous of you. I feel like a lot of them, they don't want to hate you, but they can't help that they hate you. Or they don't want to love you, but they can't help that they love you. You know? We have the Page of Cups, which is water sign energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. We have the Wheel of Fortune, which is Sagittarius energy, fire sign energy. Then we have Popular. We have Healer. And then we have I Love You. Okay, so why are people jealous of my pile 1s? Okay. For one thing I'm getting, you guys could be really into self-development. And I do get this message a lot in my readings. I feel like there's always like those group of people that are subscribed to me that are very much into self-development. They're like, you know what? How do I work on myself? How do I achieve that goal? How do I get to this stage? How do I achieve that thing? What do I need to do to change within myself in order to achieve that? Like, you guys are into self-development. This is a very self-aware and conscious pile. Like, you are aware of your shortcomings, but you are also aware of your strengths. You guys are very balanced and logical people. So it's like, you're not delusional. Like, it's like, okay, I'm not perfect. I know my blind spots. I know what I need to work on. But I also know the things that I'm also great at, the things that I excel in. Like, you guys are very self-aware people. And that's what makes your self-development even easier, because it's like, you know what, this is what I need to work on. I'm not going to sit here and lie to myself. I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, right? And it's your ability to always get yourself out of situations with a fresh new perspective. So you always come out a lot wiser. I don't think anyone can really tear you down and allow you to stay down for very long. You don't succumb to all the words and trash talk that people throw at your way or say behind your back. Like, you don't allow anyone to see you sweat, and you don't allow anyone to make you feel insecure. Like, I'm getting the people that are jealous of you are people who, they are easily swayed and they are deeply affected by whatever people say about them. These people are the type of people that can allow someone to cause themselves to have self-doubt within themselves. Whereas with you guys, you seem to have a bit more security in who you are. It's like, if you really want to do something, you're not going to allow someone to like change your mind. You can't be easily swayed. And you know who you are, and no one can basically take you of that position. I'm also getting, like, with the surprise here, a lot of people feel like everything is handed to you. Okay, I feel like people just feel like things are given to you. You find opportunities easily or easier than them, and they feel like everyone basically serves you. Okay, not in a way where like anything you wish you get it, but people just feel like you are very blessed, you are very lucky, especially with this Wheel of Fortune energy. It's giving, I'm blessed. Okay, people think things always work in your favor, and they don't know why that is. Okay, I don't think these people acknowledge that you actually put the work in to get the things that you want in life. I think people just assume that you're just at the right place at the right time, you know. But this is also giving an energy of unpredictability. So people feel like even when things are seemingly not looking good for you, you find a way to like reverse that and put it into your favor or rise above it, like a phoenix rising above the ashes. It's giving that energy. So people just feel like opportunities knock for you and everything always goes in your favor. You embrace changes, but these changes are always positive for you, okay? Especially since the Wheel of Fortune is upright, okay? People also admire your ability to be very patient. I don't know if guys can see that. Very patient people. So I feel like some people may even try and test you, or some people may try and I'm not going to say unintentionally because it does feel intentional, but people may try to kind of trigger you, antagonize you a little bit just to get a reaction from you. And they feel like you're not budging. They feel like you don't give people a reaction. You could have a resting bee face where you pretend like everything's fine. Even if something is bothering you, like you don't show it. Like you're just kind of like, okay, you know, you remain calm and composed, whereas a lot of people wouldn't. You don't really act irrational or just impulsively. Like you may take the time to think things through before you respond, before you do something. You're very cautious, sometimes a bit skeptical according to these people, but it works for you. But with this Page of Cups, people feel like these people who are jealous of you feel like people actually really love you. Like people admire you, people do anything for you. You may have a lot of support, or people just assume, these jealous people assume that you have more support, or people who genuinely love you. But I think it's because you guys are also genuinely real people. Like you guys are very authentic and very sincere. And I feel like the people that feel jealous of you is like, they feel jealous because they feel like things are handed to you. People love you. You're always blessed. You're always lucky. Things are always working out for you. You always remain poised and composed. And it's almost like you don't have to lift a finger. It's giving an energy where, because this is what I was thinking in my mind, like even this morning before I even got to this reading, I was thinking in my mind, like how I wrote a song called Queen of Swords. And at that stage, I was in a very unhealed stage where I was like, I don't trust a single soul. So I'm going to now just be the Queen of Swords. I don't want any loving. I can't trust anyone. I was kind of in my bad bitch era, you know, even my style was different. But then now I'm kind of out of that era, and now I'm more in I'm really healed. I do welcome love in. I'm just a bit more tapped into my feminine energy now. I trust my intuition now. If something doesn't seem right, I don't mind walking away. I don't mind saying goodbye. But if something is good, I'm open to it. It's like I'm no longer like protecting myself to the point where like I don't even allow happiness in. It's kind of like I'm open to all opportunities that are good for me and things like that. But if anything that isn't aligned for me, then I don't mind saying goodbye to it. It's kind of like detachment, but in a very like healed kind of sense. So that's, and I feel like that's impacted in the way I write music now. Now it's a bit more like light, free, girly, whatever it may be. But before it was more like heavily in my masculinity. Like I know I got to protect myself. No, I can't trust people. It was kind of like giving paranoia. And the reason why I thought about that and why this pile reminded me of that is because with you guys, you are operating more on a stage where you are more like loving, more healing. It's like you give off very like, you don't have to intimidate people with aggression. You can intimidate people by just being yourself. It's like you could be the most gentle, most delicate, most loving, most classy, most sweet, love and light kind of energy, and people will still feel intimidated by you, pal one. You don't have to actually be aggressive. And this could be another reason why people are jealous of you, because your energy just screams, respect me. You know, your energy intimidates a lot of people, but I'm getting like you're not a scary person. It's not like you go around being like, yeah, what the fuck you looking at? You know, like you're very sweet, you're very kind, you're very loving, you're very open, but then there are people who still feel intimidated by you. So it's more like an energy thing as opposed to like you're doing anything to scare people off. And I'm getting this because we have popular and healer. So and we also have I love you. So I feel like a lot of people do love you. Even the people who are jealous of you really love you, because I'm getting it's a battle within themselves. They're like, why do I have this animosity towards pile one? I know pile one is a good person. Like these are the people who are jealous of you, who acknowledge your good traits, acknowledge the things that you've achieved, and acknowledge you as a person. And they know that you're a good person. They can't even lie to themselves, not even through their jealousy. But it's like that's what makes them feel angry with themselves, because they're like, I don't want to feel jealous of pile one, but I just am. You guys carry a lot of healing energy because we do have healer. So it's kind of like you're very much love and light, very open, very sweet, very kind, very understanding. And it makes them feel even worse about themselves because you're so good. And it's just like, you don't have to do anything to intimidate people, you know? But yeah, a lot of people could support you. Or even if you feel like people don't support you, I feel like a lot of people care about you. A lot of people be in your business too. A lot of people want to be close to you, but sometimes they may feel a little bit intimidated. Okay, but I do get that you stand alone regardless, whether people want to support you or not. Like you're still going to be you. You're still going to do what you need to do. And I feel like regardless of what you do, you always have people who truly love you and truly support you and truly uplift you every single time. I'm also getting you're very humble. You may have a lot of things that you can brag about, but you don't. And a lot of people who are jealous of you feel like if they were in your position, they would brag. So it's almost like they acknowledge that you're a great person, but you may have a lot of things and qualities that they want. This is giving more of like opportunities and characteristics in your personality that they're jealous of. It's not really giving like, oh my God, I'm jealous of how they look, and oh my God, I'm jealous they have a good partner. Like, this is more of like you as a person, your characteristics, your strength, your agility, your mental agility to even work through things and change your mindset, things like that. So yeah, that's why people are jealous of you. Okay, I'm gonna leave that there. I'm going to move to the next part. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. And if you want a personal reading, just email me. I don't bite. And if you want to join my membership, the starting tier is at £2.99. Okay, so pile 2 is 16 minutes. You guys chose gratitude. Okay, so why are people jealous of you? Okay, we have limitations, fear and doubt limit freedom of actions. Let go of your worries. Ooh, okay. We have the rooster and the sunflower, which is communication. Some of you could be very confrontational. I'm not getting everyone in this part, but some of you guys could be confrontational, but not in a like, oh, I'm going to fight you confrontation way, but in a way where it's like, you're not afraid to ask questions or speak your mind or ask for clarification when it comes to things, just so that you're in the clear. This is also giving me a very humble pile that if you don't know something, you're not afraid to say, oh, I don't understand this. Could you please clarify for me? Or could you please educate me? Like, you guys are very humble, okay? We have the High Priestess, which is Pisces energy, water sign energy. Then we have air sign energy with the 7 of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. We have academic, okay. We have they love you. And we have pride. Ooh, okay. I feel like people, okay, another reason why I'm getting why people are jealous of you is that they would never see you sweat. You don't allow anyone to see you at your lowest. I'm getting like, it kind of makes people feel like you don't have a weak spot, or they can't try and attack you. They can't come for you in any way because you don't allow people to see you sweat. I feel like this could be a pile that holds a lot of secrets. It's giving Scorpio energy, where it's like you don't allow people to see you 100% vulnerable. And I'm just getting a very quiet vibe. You guys could be very quiet people, very introverted. And not because you're shy, but because you're just selective, okay? This is giving an energy of somebody who, if someone's broken your heart or someone's hurt you, like, you don't show it on your face. Like, you're just very like neutral, even if you're like dying inside, okay? This is giving like pride, okay? You guys may have a lot of pride, and these people who are jealous of you are kind of jealous of the fact that no one can see you in your weak spot. Like, you don't give anyone the satisfaction to see you sweat, okay? Because with the High Priestess, it's very secretive energy. But people are also jealous of the fact that you're very intuitive. Like, you may pick up on people's nasty ass energy or people's dirty laundry, people's secrets, but you may not express it or expose it to anyone, but you know it. Like, you sense it. You guys could be a sponge for energy. And I'm also getting, you keep your own cards close. Like, you're not as open with everyone. You're not as free with everyone. And you're very like, I can't just be close to that person. I'm going to be very selective. But you also have a hidden level of knowledge. I feel like you know a lot of things, especially with the academic here. You guys could be educated, and this could make people feel jealous, especially if they didn't do well in school. And that's not to shame anyone, because intelligence isn't just measured by academic success. Intelligence comes in many different forms, right? But for some of you could be highly educated, and this could really make people feel uncomfortable because it makes them feel like, oh, so you think you're better than me, you know? Or if you're someone who's grown up in the hood, for example, and most of your friends didn't go to university, and then you're that one that did, or you have a master's or a PhD, it kind of makes them feel like, how come you decided to surpass everyone? You know, who do you think you are? But even if you didn't, even if you're not as, you know, educated to that extent academically, like, you guys come across as very intelligent. You have life skills and life intelligence in general, okay? You guys could also code switch, where like, when you're with certain people, like, you speak their lingo, but then when you're with other people, you speak their lingo, like, you know how to adapt, right? Like, you just are a very smart person. You also have the potential to become a diplomat. You always know what to say, right? But yeah, with the Seven of Swords, I feel like you keep a lot to yourself. Like some of you, when you go out, you may be the first to leave. Okay, and people are kind of like, they're kind of jealous of the fact that you're not really in this energy of like, oh, like I need to conform and kind of fit in with what everybody else is doing. Like if you gotta go, you're gonna go. And it kind of makes you seem very mysterious. And people are jealous of this mysterious energy because it kind of hooks them in. It kind of makes them want to know more about you, which makes them invested in your life. And it makes them feel like, wait, why are they so special that I need to know everything about them? Like, why are they so special that I'm so invested in their life? Like, it makes them, it's kind of like they put you as the main character unintentionally. Like, they're not trying to put you on a pedestal. But with your mysterious energy, it kind of makes them feel compelled to like it kind of pulls them in to force you, like to force them, sorry, to want to know everything about you. It's almost like they're trying to seek your validation. Like if you are introverted, I always have this conversation with a lot of people I know, but if you are introverted, you may trigger a lot of extroverted people. And I've had that firsthand experience. And it's like you trigger extroverted people because you may not talk as much, you may not keep in touch as much, and it's not even that you have anything against people, it's just you just thrive in your own energy. Like you guys could be hyper independent and you get drained with certain people easily, so you're like, I need some alone time and I just want to be a homebody, I just want to recharge. And that can make people feel jealous because it makes them feel like, oh, like how are you able to feel secure and happy by yourself, and oh, you think you're better than the rest of us so you don't need to be around us. It's giving that. Okay. Yeah, I do feel like, yeah, you guys are very smart. And I feel like that adds to it though. Like if you're very intuitive, you're very mysterious, you're very quiet, and you're intelligent, you're going to be a magnet for people's jealousy, okay? Especially in this society, because I'm gonna just call a spade a spade. The majority of society is not smart, okay? The majority of society is very, very like not that clued on. However, the people that are very intelligent, they do stand out. Even if they don't speak, even if they don't say much, they stand out. And that's a threat to a lot of people. A lot of people feel threatened by intelligent people. Okay. And it doesn't just have to be about, oh, I went to Harvard, I went to Oxford, I got this. It's like, no, it's like you guys are just genuinely intelligent as it is. Okay. And it makes people feel worse about themselves because you're so mysterious as well. It's like you have all this hidden knowledge that you keep to yourself, and it makes them feel like, why don't you want to share? Oh, why are you to yourself? Like, why don't you want to assimilate with us? It just makes people feel some type of way. It just rubs people the wrong way. I would never understand how and why people are the way that they are and why is this a problem, but it just be rubbing people the wrong way. I find it funny because it's just like, I'm getting an energy that you guys are so unproblematic, but you still rub people the wrong way just by existing. Oh boy, especially in the workplace or just anything in regards to like groups of people, okay? But people love you regardless. I feel like people don't really have a reason to dislike you, which makes these jealous people create one, okay? Because like they love you. It's almost like a lot of people do love you because you love yourself, okay? But you're very prideful. Like you may not ask for help with others. You're not afraid to admit where you don't know something. And if you do need the help, then by all means, ask for it. But you're not afraid to admit that, I'm not really knowledgeable about this. How can I be like, educate me? And that's a trait, in my opinion, of a very intelligent person where they don't know everything. They know a lot of things, but they don't know everything, and they're willing to always learn. It's that thirst for knowledge, and you guys have that humility with it. However, I do feel like when it comes to pride, you guys may not be the type to ask for help. So if your friends are always the ones coming to you for advice, but then you're never open with them or you're never coming to them for advice, it kind of makes them feel like, oh, do you not feel like we're smart enough to help you? Or do you feel like we're and some sort of like, how do I put it? Like, we're just not good enough to help you. We don't have the credentials to help you. Do you look down upon us? Is it because we're not educated? Like, something is giving that sort of energy, okay? But we do have communication, so you could have really good communication skills. You could articulate yourself really well. You could use a lot of high vocabulary, okay? But there's just something about communication coming through, which is Mercury energy, Gemini and Virgo energy. You could know how to assert yourself and articulate yourself really well spoken, okay? Yeah, because you know what? Yeah, you could be well spoken and have any accent. And the reason why I have to point that out is because I too have got this a lot. People have told me, oh, I'm well spoken, but I don't see it. I don't see myself as well spoken. I mean, I have to be because I'm a teacher, but I don't see myself as well spoken because like, I don't feel like I use high vocabulary in general, but I think because of my accent and where I come from in London, a lot of people associate that, oh, you have this accent, so you must be this. And it's more like based on assumption. And it's like, no, I don't even come from that part of London. I don't know how I sound like this. Do you see what I'm saying? So you may get that a lot. You may get that a lot. Okay. I heard California. That's very random. Maybe some of you guys are from California or moved to California. Someone could be jealous because of that. Maybe opportunities wise. I don't know. We have limitations. So fear and doubt limit freedom of action. Let go of your worries. Yeah. I feel like you're not afraid to walk away from things that no longer serve you. If someone's causing you grief, if someone's causing you destruction, if someone's just being, quite frankly, a pain in your ass, you're not afraid to walk away from them. You're not afraid to leave them in the dirt. You're like, sorry, this is above my pay grade. I am not doing this. Like, it's giving that energy. You're not afraid to walk away from anyone or anything, okay? Especially with the 7 of Swords. I'm not gonna lie. You guys could be savages. Maybe this is giving an energy where you're not afraid to ghost people. Like, you're not afraid to leave people on red or unread. You're just like, I'm sorry, I'm Stevie Wonder, this is bullshit. I'm just gonna go. Like, you guys just don't like drama. And if someone sucks you into it, or you feel like someone has too much like going on for them to the point where you're just like, I don't want to be sucked into this anymore, you're just gonna leave. I don't know why that's funny, but it's giving an energy of like, I don't get paid for this kind of energy, you know, like, I gotta go. But yeah, you're not afraid to leave anything that is toxic, even relationships. A lot of people have not mastered this skill. Like, it's funny because like someone could like give you genuine like not give you, like, ask for genuine advice and be like, hey, so my boyfriend just cheated on me and they got 2 other women pregnant. Like, should I stay with them or how do I make it work? Like, a question as bizarre as that, and you're just like, are you serious right now? Like, like I'm just getting a vision of someone be like, what? How about leave them? I don't know. Like, what a concept. Like, with you, I just feel like you have this energy of like, you can't imagine staying in a situation that brings you not only consistent grief, heartbreak, toxicity, mental health problems. You're just like, bitch, just leave. You know, like, why would I want to stay through that? It's giving that energy where like, if something stresses you out, overwhelms you, you're not dealing with it anymore. I feel like you weren't always this way, but you've had to become this way. Okay. Especially when people are always coming to you with the same types of problems. Like, you're like, okay, I don't mind hearing you out. I don't mind comforting you. I don't mind you venting to me. But at some point, we need to start thinking of solutions. It's giving that energy. And you're not afraid to walk away. And not many people have that ability, okay? But we do have gratitude. So you could live a life where you're very content. Even if things are not perfect, even if you have goals that you want to reach, like, you're very content with life. A lot of people do love your energy. They kind of wish they had your optimism. They kind of wish they had your sort of vibe in general. But I feel like a lot of people would prefer to complain about everything. Even if I'm not saying people cannot complain. Feel free to complain about things in your life, but I'm talking about people who they only have complaints for things in their life. They never stop to think about the things that they actually are grateful for. Whereas you do, you know, you always find the good in most situations, you know. And I feel like it's that kind of energy where you're just grateful for a lot of things. It's just giving very much like, I'm content, you know. But yeah, I feel like that's all what's coming through as to why people are jealous of you. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And if you want a personal reading, just email me. And if you want to join my membership, my starting tier is at £2.99. Okay, I'm going to move on to pile 3. So pile 3 is 28 minutes and 58 seconds. You guys chose Maktoub. Okay, so why are people jealous of you? Oh, this is giving, because Maktoub, according to this deck, this is more about going with the flow, because whatever you're trying to achieve is within your destiny. So it's almost like you don't have to stress. It's almost like you guys are being seen as like, you're set up to win. I don't know if it's the background you come from, or you have connections, or, you know, but it's kind of like destined. It's almost like going with the flow. Like, you don't really need to worry because things are going to work out for you. Okay. Maybe your status may be, in the eyes of others, ascribed instead of achieved, as in you have the ties or the social background to set up to win, or you're born in a country where you're set up to win, or you could have past lives of royalty where things were basically set up to win because it's your lineage, right? Something like that is coming through. We have shedding, reducing losses, elimination, and completing new metamorphosis. Time to set higher goals. Ooh. Oh, I'm really getting a message so far. We have the Trout and the Lily of the Valley, which is purification. They kind of go hand in hand, don't they? We have the Queen of Swords, which is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, air sign energy. And then we have water sign energy with the Eight of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Then we have respect. Oh, yeah. I was getting royalty vibes from this. We have they are jealous. Okay, yeah. Well, no shit. That's what the reading's about. And we have yes. Okay, in the back we have may, but this is yes. So why are people jealous of you? Lord. Okay, when I saw shedding and metamorphosis, purification, you guys, people envy you and your life. But in your mind, you could think, what the hell do they have to envy? You guys can work hard and get these same things that I have. Like, there's nothing to envy. This is not me being lucky. But you'd be surprised how people view you versus how you view yourself. Okay, you may see yourself as a normal, regular person, but people see you as someone who things have been handed to you or things were already set up for you. Okay, it's kind of reminding me of a video that I watched many years ago when I was in secondary school. Oh yeah, for those of you who don't know secondary school, that's basically high school. Because I have to say that because sometimes I've mentioned primary, secondary, someone's like, what the hell is that? Secondary is high school. But basically, it was like, take one step if your parents are still married. Take one step if you have a trust fund. Take like those kind of videos, right? Some people may see that if you've come from a two-parent household or you've lived in a good area or you have been educated, they feel like things have been set up for you so you don't know what struggle is. It may not be true, but from the eyes of these people, it may be true for some of you at least, okay? But for others of you, disregard that if you can't relate to that. This is more about your ability to purification and setting higher goals. Like you may feel like, okay, I'm not afraid to put the work in to achieve the goals I'm trying to make. You guys could be very ambitious people and you're not just going to wait for things to happen for you. You're going to put the work in to get to where you need to be. But some people feel like people dismiss your hard work because they feel like things are set up for you. You guys could be very attractive, especially if you're a woman. You could be very attractive and people feel like, oh, you got everything because of pretty privilege. You got everything because you look good. But hey, even looking good takes effort, you know? Like, you can't just like wake up and be like, okay, I'm fabulous. Like it takes a lot of effort to work on your appearance, from healthy eating, drinking enough water, exercising, going to the gym, getting your hair done, getting your nails done, maintenance, you know? It's just putting the effort and the energy, and that takes effort. You know, it's not like something that is just happen. You know, some people are born naturally beautiful, but in my opinion, I think everyone is beautiful. It's just it's based upon how you choose to style yourself, but everyone has beauty within them, right? But I digress. But some people feel like you may have money. I'm not getting like people see you as rich, but they may feel like you have more money than them. And if you have more money, it can help you get to certain places faster or further than others, if that makes sense. So, like say for example, like if you know a guy who knows a guy who knows a guy to get you through here, it's kind of like connections there. But with money, it's kind of like you can bribe your way into certain things, or people respect you because you have that fund, or if say for example you have a really fancy car, or you have a car, because in London having a car is a privilege. It's not like everyone has one kind of thing. It's more like a luxury, you know, like because we have really good transport service in London, so not everyone feels the urge to need a car. But if you have a car, like that's considered like, okay, cool, you have your life together, you've grown, you know. But not many people have license here, right? So like the things that you consider mundane, everyone has it. These people may consider that as a luxury. And they feel like with you setting high goals for yourself, you guys could be multi-talented. So you could have a lot on your plate. You could do a lot of things, have many opportunities, and just basically be great, even many sources of income. And to others, you may see this to yourself as like, oh no, this is the standard for me at least. This is my version of normal. But then to others, they may be like, no, like you're actually quite blessed, like you're living a very luxurious life. And this makes them feel jealous because it makes them feel like they don't have much, okay? But with purification, you're willing to transform and do the inner work to get to where you need to be. So say, for example, if you need money to start a business or your business is thriving, if you have one, some people be like, oh yeah, well, they're only having a successful business because they got this, or they are so-and-so's daughter. Their dad is the CEO of the company, or, they just look pretty. So it's pretty privilege or whatever it may be. Meanwhile, you guys are hard workers. You guys are hustlers. You're not even just hard workers, but like you work smart, But people don't see it that way. People don't realize that you're willing to do the inner reflection, do the inner healing, do the inner work to get to where you need to be in life, but they don't see it that way. Or if you are happily married or you're in a relationship and you have a partner that really helps you out of a lot of things and supports you, people be like, oh, okay, well, you wouldn't have these things if it wasn't for your partner. Like your partner's the one that takes care of you. And you're just like, wait, what? Like, meanwhile, your partner could see that you go through all of this hard work and everything, and people won't see it that way. They'll feel like you're just being taken care of. And even if you are, like, that doesn't disregard the work that you do. It's kind of like when women who marry men who are rich, but they're mothers as well. It doesn't mean that, because you've married a wealthy man, like you don't have to lift a finger. You're still a parent. You're still going to take care of your kids. And taking care of kids is not an easy thing to do, So I'm getting like you guys are someone who you're willing to transform yourself and change and grow and evolve. For some of you, it's also your ability to lose weight or gain weight, depending on what you're trying to achieve. Your ability to transform your appearance. For some of you, it's giving diet. It's giving like, this is what I need to do to grow my glutes or something like that. Like you're not afraid to transform yourself when you need to be, when you want to achieve something. Okay. It's kind of like also giving the energy of like actors and actresses where they have to lose weight for a role. Okay. But it's like, if you have a high goal and your goal involves you having to change things about yourself and work on things about yourself, you're going to do it and you're going to succeed doing it, okay? And people admire your self-discipline. It's giving Capricorn energy, your self-discipline, your commitment to the things that really mean a lot to you and your change, okay? People also are jealous of your intelligence with the Queen of Swords and your honesty and your no bullshit kind of energy. It's like you would not lie to people. You cannot, no one can even pay you to lie. And because I feel like you guys are so blunt and just so honest that you cannot lie to people. It's just like, it doesn't benefit me to lie to anyone, It's giving that energy, like you guys are just tell it how it is. And this can make other people feel jealous because they haven't really awakened to that side of them yet. There may be more in their people-pleasing energy. And that's okay, it's a journey. Everyone's in their journey. Some people are still in that journey and that's fine, Whereas you guys, you're no nonsense, okay? And it makes people respect you and that's why they're jealous, okay? Because we have respect, okay? They're jealous because a lot of people have respect for you. A lot of people are also intimidated by you, including these jealous people. So I'm getting these people who are jealous of you. They would never ever say anything rude to your face. They don't have the courage, okay? They don't have the balls, okay? They're just like, they would rather feel this in their heart. I don't even think they have the courage to talk shit behind your back to anyone else because they're worried that if they talk shit behind your back to someone else, that person will defend you too and be like, why are you talking that way about Pile 3? Pile 3 is really respectable person. You have people who defend you. So I'm getting this jealousy is more like a hidden thing. And you could pick up on the people that are already jealous of you, okay? Because again, we have they are jealous, and this is a confirmation that and it's because you're self-assured with the yes. It's like, I know who I am, I know what I believe in, I'm secure in this, and this is what it is, it's giving that energy. You're very confident, and I don't mean confident as in look at me, I'm walking into a room, everyone eyes on me. It's giving like, I know what I believe in, I know who I am, I know what I want, I know how to get it, and I'm going to just keep doing it, and I believe in myself. It's like, you don't seek validation from others. Your validation's within, okay? It's almost like you're destined to make it. Because I am hearing Melanie Martinez's song. I always quote her. I just realized in my readings, she comes up a lot in my mind. It was like a diss track to someone who was basically tarnishing her reputation. And someone accused her of rape. And it was not true. The person who lied about it just said, oh, sorry, it was my mental health. I didn't mean to accuse her. But the whole time it was like, no, like she was elevating. They started on the same level in their career and Mel basically surpassed her. So she started getting a bit salty. So she made up a fake allegation to tear her down. And basically it did temporarily tear her down, but she got back up, okay? But the song is called Piggyback. So she goes, I'm so tired playing piggyback. As in, like, she's always trying to help people, and they always end up backstabbing her when they see that she's doing better than them, you know? And that's just part of success, honestly. The journey to success, you're going to come across a lot of people who just dislike you, and they just don't want to see you thrive, so they'll do anything to tarnish your name or hold you back. Or even these jealous people may even try and avoid you and avoid the things that you do. So if you post things online, they won't comment, they won't engage, they won't like, because they know it's you. But if someone else did it, they'd feel fine. They would support, but because it's you, they don't want to. Like, it's giving that, okay? Because Maktoub is destiny. Like, people feel like you're destined to succeed because you're not afraid to do the inner work. You're very intelligent, you're already well respected, and you're smart. And you're not afraid to walk away from anything that sets you apart from your destiny. You only want to be in alignment with what your true calling is. And I feel like part 3, you're destined for success. Even if people can't see the vision now, even if people don't believe in you now, you don't give a shit. You believe in you. And that's what fuels you to keep going. And it's your unwavering faith that makes people feel jealous, okay? But I'm going to end it there. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And if you want a personal reading, just email me. If you want to join my membership, the starting tier is at £2.99. Okay, I'm going to move on to the pile 4. Okay, so 40 minutes and 56 seconds. Pile 4, you guys chose squaring the circle. So why people are jealous of you? Ooh, let's see. We have star power, become an influencer of the company and earn fame, popularity, step into the spotlight. I'm not going to lie, I feel like these cards, all these readings kind of interlink with each other in some sort of way. Because I feel like the last pile had some similar qualities. So some of you could have chosen pile 3 and 4. We have the cat and the lavender, which is independence. We have the Queen of Pentacles, which is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy, Earth sign energy. Then we have the Moon, which is Cancer, Pisces energy. And then we have beautiful. Oh, okay. We have help me. We have I'm sorry. Oh my God. Okay. So why are people jealous of pile 4? Whew. You guys have really good self-control. That's what I'm picking up. With the squaring the circle, like, you know how to take control of your life. You have a good head on your shoulders. People are jealous of the fact that, yeah, you have a good head on your shoulders. You've made really good decisions in your life. And that's not to say that you're perfect. No one is. But it's like, you're very good at making big and good decisions in your life that put you in a position that is favorable for your future. So maybe you guys plan ahead. You're very methodical. You're very strategic. You can plan ahead when it comes to your life. But you're very good at controlling situations to be in your favor. But this is also linking to star power. So you guys could be very influential. So some of you could be my fellow tarot readers, online content creators, just people who maybe have a bit of clout, okay? You don't have to, but some of you could, and that's why you picked this pile, okay? But you guys have, even if you don't have a huge following, or you don't even have social media, even if you just have YouTube, you just watch people, right? It's the influence I'm picking up. You guys have the ability to influence others. You don't need a social media account to do that. You don't need actual fame to do that. You guys, it's the things you say, it's the words you say that make you seem like, wow, like this person has impacted my life. If you really see faith in someone and you want to speak life into that person, oh honey, you're going to speak life into that person. And people always feel happier, a lot more loved, a lot more secure in themselves after they talk to you, okay? But be aware, because you will get people who kind of want to drain this energy, not on purpose, not intentionally, but the people who are very insecure, who will latch onto your energy and cling onto it because it feeds them. And I understand why, like, you know, they want to feel good about themselves, but sometimes it becomes a bit imbalanced where they're like too much in your energy, where you're like, whoa, okay, all right, I need some space. You may attract a lot of possessive people, obsessed people even, but you have a huge influence, okay? So if you are not taking up space now, you're hiding in the shadows, you're like, I don't want to put myself out there. I feel like that's part of your calling, even if you don't like that. It's like there's some models who are like very like tomboy-esque, and they just don't want to be models, but their parents somehow got them into modeling because they're just so beautiful, you know? It's kind of like that, and they have the features of the tall height and the very unique facial features, you know, and yet they're not girly. They're like, oh, this is not my thing. I've just been told to go into this, you know. So you guys could be someone who could do really well in the spotlight, or if you're thinking about starting a channel, like, go for it. Yeah, I feel like a lot of people see that you have a lot of impact on others. It's your words. It's even your life. Some people are really invested in what you do. Like, even if you don't do anything, like if you post stories, they're like, oh, what did that story say? You know, you may get a lot of people who are watching your stories and taking notes and learning about you. You're like everyone's favorite TV show, okay? But we have independent. That's so funny because a lot of people feel very much influenced by you. You hold a lot of impact on others, but then with the independence, it's giving popular loner. Like, you like to be alone. You don't really thrive with people. I feel like if you're meant to make it in this world, like, you make it by yourself. Like, I feel like it's giving, like, you know how like there's like a group, like Spice Girls, or like, I don't know, Blackpink, like, you know, like there's a group, there's a girl group or girl groups in general. And then they kind of like build each other up and become famous, and eventually they start splitting, like doing solo stuff, right? You're the type of person that you just want to be by yourself. You don't want to like do it as a group. You'd rather just be by yourself. Like, this is giving like, I work alone. I think a lot of people do want to work with you if you do anything like business wise or creative wise, or even within the workplace. If it's a 9 to 5, like if it requires group work, people do want to work closely with you. But I feel like you work alone, because the Queen of Pentacles is someone who's very independent. She takes care of herself. Some of you guys could be a single mother or a single parent in general, or just someone who just, you do everything by yourself. Because I'm hearing, can you pay my bills? Can you pay my Audible bill? Like, you pay everything by yourself. Like even if like someone, especially if you're a woman, like if a man wants to take you out, a man's like, oh, let me help you, let me do this. You're just like, I got it. I can finance myself. I just need your loyalty and your support, but I can finance myself. Not to say that you wouldn't accept like money and help from other people, but it's like, you're not in a position where you're desperate or you need that. It's kind of like, I got it with or without a person, you know, like you're very financially secure by yourself. Like, you don't rely on anyone, okay? But you can really hold your own. Like, even if you are married to a man, I feel like you still run shit by yourself at home. Like, you know, there's a thing called single mothers, but in the marriage, like sometimes it's like, even if you have a man, you could still feel like a single mother because you're doing basically everything, and he just comes home from work. And even if you may even earn money just like him, like you may have a job as well, and you still take care of kids and you still cook for him and you still do everything, and then he just comes home. He's just gone to work and come back, and that's it. Whereas you've gone to work and come back, and you take care of the kids, and you take care of him, and you do, you know, it's giving that energy where you could do it all, okay? And that makes people feel jealous, because they're like, oh my God, like I feel intimidated. Like, they don't even need me. I feel like some people who are jealous of you could even be the people who are romantically interested in you, because like you have a lot to offer. You have a lot to bring to the table. Whereas, not to say that they don't, but they feel intimidated that you do, because it makes them feel useless. It makes them feel like, if you have all of this, then what can I add to your life? Where do I fit in? What can I do for you? Because you do so much for yourself. It kind of makes them feel, especially if it's a man that's jealous of you and you're interested in men, it's like, it kind of makes them feel emasculated. Like, you have so much to offer me, and meanwhile, I don't have much to offer you. Like, or like they just feel like you're just very independent, okay? And people are really jealous of your independence and the fact that you don't need people, you don't need anyone. You have everything, and yet you're so influential, okay? We have the moon card, so you're very mysterious, very intuitive, again, secretive. This reminds me of pile 2. Like, you don't express everything. You don't tell people what your plans are. You keep things to yourself, okay? But you're very like, what's done in the dark will come to light kind of energy, you know? But people are also jealous of your looks. You're beautiful. That is so powerful, in my opinion. It's like, you have beauty, you have brains, you got the finances to back it up. Like, you take good care of yourself. You have the influence. You're independent. It's almost like you don't need anyone. Like, if you end up falling in love, or if you're with someone right now, it's like, okay, cool. Like, you add to my life, your company, but it's like, I can still hold my own energy, and that's really, really attractive. Okay, but you're humble too, because I'm sorry. Okay, I feel like people who are jealous of you, they don't want to be. I feel like that's part of their shadow aspect. They really don't want to be. They fall in love with you. You guys could be the type of energy where people fall in love with you, and then as they're with you, they may get a little bit like jealous. They may start to develop insecurities that they didn't know that they would have upon getting to know you. They start to compare themselves a lot to you. They start to realize that they're not doing much in life, and they start to feel like you've achieved so much and they haven't. And then it turns dark, depending on who it is. Some people can be a bit more self-aware, and they're like, okay, I need to work on this. Let me not misdirect my feelings towards her. She didn't do anything wrong to me. Or towards him. He didn't do anything wrong to me. But it turns certain people dark. okay? However, I feel like you're humble with it. Like, I'm getting you don't walk around with your chest just saying, hey, I could do this, I could do that. I mean, sometimes you got to talk your shit. Sometimes you got to let people know. But I'm getting you don't do this. Like, you just live your life and people observe it and people feel some type of way already. And you're just like, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to do. Like, this is just how, this is my life. This is all I know, you know? So it's almost like these people are aware that they don't want to feel jealous. I'm getting like they don't want to hate on you, or they don't want to feel some animosity towards you, but they just do, okay? But you are very fine, okay? You are very, very handsome, good looking, attractive, beautiful, you know? But we do have help me. So I do feel like you are the type of energy that just screams, a lot of people will need you, okay? Maybe even for your resources if you have a lot of resources, but you have people that feel like you are in a better position than they are, and they need to take notes from you. They need to learn from you, you know? They need to rely on you, you know? But it's weird because like you're very independent, and you still have people who want to help you. Like people who want to help you, but they can't help you because you're so independent. Like you may not even accept the help. I would not be surprised if the majority of you guys are single here, because you're just like, ugh, what can someone give to me that I can't already give to myself? It's giving that energy, yeah? And that makes people feel jealous because they wish that they had that level of security in themselves. They wish that they can achieve a lot of things by themselves, and you guys just don't need anyone. And you just make people feel inadequate, or like they're replaceable, or they're just there, like they have no purpose in your life, okay? Yeah. But that's what I'm getting for pile number 4. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And if you want a personal reading, just email me. And if you want to join my membership, the starting tier is at £2.99. I'm going to do pile number 5, last pile, 51 minutes and 27 seconds. You guys chose intention. So why are people jealous of you? We have endings. The cycle is over. It's time for you to make a change, rebirth. It's time for you to say goodbye. Okay, I'm hearing Let Me Cater to You by Beyonce. No, by Destiny's Child, I think. Yeah, I think it was when they were a group, okay? We have the raccoon and the sycamore, which is curiosity. So I think the reason why I was hearing Let Me Cater to You is you may have people who want to cater to you, and other people who are jealous can take notice of that, okay? We have Page of Wands, fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, which is, yeah, fire sign energy. And then we have the Empress. No wonder. I was getting that vibe. Taurus, Libra energy, Venus energy. So earth and air. And then we have Hanged Man, which is Pisces energy, water sign energy. We have goals. We have they are using you. Oh my God. We have signs and synchronicities. And then we have June. Okay, some of you guys could be born in June. June keeps coming up a lot. A lot. I don't know why. But June is like summertime, at least in the UK. So you guys are probably just a breath of fresh air. But what I'm getting here is some people are jealous of you because I feel like a lot of people would cater to you. Like, especially if you are a woman specifically, or just an attractive person who's in the feminine energy. Even if you're a man watching, but you're more tapped into your feminine side and you're attractive, I feel like a lot of people would cater to you. And I think the people who are jealous can see that. You may attract a lot of attention or a lot of suitors love-wise, or a lot of support in general. But I'm getting that, like, they see it as like, oh, it's because they look good, because you guys chose the Empress, right? Or sorry, you got the Empress. But I'm getting like, it's more like an energy thing. You know, some people who are not really tapped in, they're not going to see it like in a very spiritual way. They're going to see it literally. They're going to see it logically. Like, oh, well, Power 5 is good looking, so that's probably why people support them. Or Power 5 is attractive, so that's why they have people doing this or wanting to do this. But they don't realize there's a lot of downfalls that come with it. Like, you have people who try to use you. Sometimes when you're good looking or lusted over, people don't really want to have a relationship with you. They just want to experience you. And it's sad, you know? So people don't look at it from that angle. They just see you as just getting everything and anything you want, okay? But you do have people who emulate you a lot. And you have people who, they would use you to get ahead in life. But for some romantic options, they may want to just experience you. But they know that you're an empress. They know that you're an emperor as well. Like, they know that you may not see them as long-term or worthy enough to be with for a long time. So they just want to experience you for a short time at least, just so that they can say that they can experience you, okay? Weird energy. You may get people who kind of use you for your connections or use you for something, not just about love, but like there's some sort of like advantage you may have. And it could be even advice, it could be even some knowledge that you know about things. And it kind of reminds me of my friend in school. Like, she's Nigerian. Hi, if you're watching this. She's Nigerian, but she speaks French because she lived in France for majority of her childhood, right? And in class, whenever we would have other subjects, no one's making the effort to talk to her. But the moment we have French, suddenly everyone's calling her name because they want to try and use her to help her with the work, or help them with their work, right? So it's giving an energy where you may be knowledgeable about something, or you have the right connections to something, or you just, and people may try and use you. And I'm getting this. This sounds sad, but I feel like the people that may try and use you are mostly, not all, but mostly people who you'd consider love interests, which is sad. I'm getting like people who may pretend to be in love with you to gain something. Yeah, I don't know, because we do have goals, and I feel like people could be jealous because you have really high goals for yourself, high standards, and you've set high standards not just for other people to attain your heart, but even for yourself. Like, you have high standards in general, and you're not afraid to work hard to achieve those things. And this makes people feel jealous because some people they've come from families where they don't really speak life into them. They kind of fill their mind with negativity, and your family may not be like that. And it's like, it makes them feel like, no wonder you're so confident, no wonder why you're so secure in yourself, and it makes them feel bad, okay? But I'm just getting, for some of you, like, some people may pretend to like you because they feel like they can benefit off of you, okay? I don't like that energy. Let's clarify they're using you. Let's see what this is about. Could you clarify they are using you? Yeah, okay, we have the 8 of Wands. Okay, some people, okay, they could be doing the same thing that you're doing, or they could be in the same field in general, but I feel like people feel like they can speed up. It's not to say that these people are not talented or not skilled or not intelligent, but they feel like they can get ahead faster with whatever they're trying to achieve, as long as they're around you, because you have the Empress energy, so you have a very abundant energy. So just being around you can elevate somebody's life by just being like them being around you, okay? You speaking life into them. So a lot of people do get obsessed with your energy. A lot of people do want to be around you because they feel like you can help elevate their life, and they feel jealous because they feel like only you have that sort of quality, only you have that power, and they don't. So they have to use you to get it. But we have signs and synchronicity. So people could be jealous because you could move with so much intuition, whereby you could have a really good relationship with the divine. You have a good relationship with God himself. So things really do work out well for you, and you are really cautious of a lot of things because you get like a spiritual nudge. Like, you know how so many people focus on fame and status and elevation in the 3D world, but no one ever considers about the 5D world. Like, you guys could be really, really elevated and really, really high vibrational people. You could be like, bruh, over here in the spiritual realm. So that's why when things happen for you in this world, like, it crystallizes a bit faster than maybe somebody else. And I feel like people just want to use that. Okay, people feel like, oh, I like your energy. They don't know. I don't think these people are aware of it on a spiritual level, but they notice, like, if I hang around pile 5, then things can happen for me quicker. Or especially people who operate in survival mode, or opportunistic but in a very negative way, or people who, it's weird because I'm getting, it's like you're very intuitive, that you get a vibe when someone is a bit disingenuine. Like, you get a vibe when you can't trust someone, but you don't, even if you don't have evidence, you're just like, I don't like this vibe. I don't know why I don't like this vibe. I don't have the evidence to back it up, but I just don't like it. And and I feel like you just run with it, I've had people literally tell me to my face, like, oh, what vibe do you get from me? Or like, they ask me, oh, what kind of sort of vibe do I give? And I've had to lie to their face and be like, oh, yeah, no, I get a good vibe. But the whole time I'm like, no, I don't get a good vibe from you. So I'm going to step away from you. Because I think, like, if I say to them, like, yeah, no, I don't get a good vibe from you, then shit will go down a different way. Whereas, like, I don't really need to tell you what vibe I get from you or not. You don't really need to know that. So I'm going to just tell you what you want to hear, so that you can just be at peace with that. And meanwhile, I will move accordingly because I don't trust it. You're not going to look your enemy in the face and be like, hey, like, I don't trust you, like, because some people are very underhanded. So it's like, with me, sometimes I feel like I subconsciously mirror that. So when I feel like someone's being a bit like fake with me and being very nice to my face, I'm not going to then be like, no, I don't like you. Like, no, it just feels uncalled for, especially when you don't even have the evidence to say that. So instead I'd be like, no, like, we're good. But in my mind, I'm like, for now, because I don't get a good vibe from you, but I'm not going to tell you that because it's not for you to know, you know? I'm just going to keep my distance because I don't trust it, you know? And then later down the line, it always gets revealed as to why I was feeling that way. I'm like, no wonder why I was getting a weird vibe from that person. Because if I was to tell them, oh, I don't trust you or I don't like you, then they'll be like, well, I haven't done anything for you to feel that way. And they would have a point, right? But then it's usually like, I don't get a bad vibe from you. But in my mind, I'm like, for now. But deep down, I'm like, I do get a weird vibe, but I'm waiting for evidence to show itself because I just can't ignore that, you know? But yeah, I feel like with you guys, like a lot of people have this abundant sort of vibe with you. Like when they're around you, their life improves, things get better, they feel more confident, they feel more secure, they feel energized. But then when you're not in their life or you leave their life, things go downhill for them. They start to feel a little bit like lethargic, or things are just not working well. Things slow down. Just being around you, things elevate quicker. So I think people may use you for that, but I don't think they I don't think they consciously know that they're doing that. I think that they just kind of notice like a correlation, okay? And sometimes people have to lose you to figure that out. They don't realize that was what was... Because some people will siphon off of your energy and they think it's their energy. They think it's like, yeah, I'm the shit. But the whole time it was you, you know? You were the secret source, okay? But signs of synchronicities, you be popping up in a lot of people's dreams and you're very spiritual, okay, as a person. And it makes people feel uncomfortable because they can't really explain why. Okay, they just get like some signs in regards to you. Like you come across as very noble, very well read, very like knowledgeable about a lot of things, and it makes them feel some type of way. Some people may even struggle to look into your eyes. They feel like you're reading them, especially if they know that you're into spirituality. They feel like you're reading them. It makes them feel uncomfortable. Okay, but I think a lot of people experience a lot of spiritual experiences when they're with you, and it makes them feel like, wait. So maybe there's some truth to what these spiritual people believe in. You know, it makes them feel that way, but it makes them feel jealous because it makes them feel stupid. Like, why is these things happening now that I've met Power 5? It wasn't happening before, you know, and it kind of makes them feel like you're knowledgeable and they aren't. It's so weird how they interpret it like that though. Like, what's there to be jealous about? Like, that should be seen as something cool, right? Or maybe you have a spiritual advantage and maybe that's how they see it. Okay, so if people really know about things like occult kind of esque things, people may feel like you use magic to get ahead in life, or you may just know certain things to pull the strings to get ahead in life, or people may assume that is the case because they see you doing well, even if that's not the case. Okay, but we do have the Page of Wands. So yeah, you're very influential, you're very inspirational. Okay, a lot of people admire you. Okay, I think the jealous people can see that other people admire you because you're good looking and you're influential and you have good boundaries, good morals, values, and standards for yourself. Okay, we have curiosity. So with you, you're not afraid to try something new. I feel like you're very open-minded, and the reason why people may be jealous of this trait is because they may lack this. You may be the type of person that you're not afraid to try something new, just to try it, you know. And these people may be a bit more conservative, where they're like, no, I can never do that, that's too cringe for me, you know, I don't want to step outside my comfort zone. But deep down they want to, they just don't have the courage to. Okay, so you're always the first to do something. You are the rule breaker in a way, or the generational curse breaker, or you're always the first to do something, and it makes them feel insecure and jealous because they wish that they had your bravery. Okay, so they admire you for that, but they're also jealous of it because you're never afraid to try something new. You're always the first. You're always the pioneer. Okay, but we have endings. So yeah, you're not afraid to walk away from things either. What this reminds me of pile 2. We have endings. Yeah, it's time to say goodbye. You're never afraid to say goodbye to anyone. Like if something is not working out for you, you're like, I'm gonna dip. Okay, if you're in a relationship, you're not afraid to put it to an end if it's unhealthy. You don't really stay sad for very long, and it makes people feel jealous because they wish they had that level of self-love where you're just like, no, I needed that at some point. I no longer resonate with it. It's no longer aligned for me. Let's move on, you know? because it's a strength, you know. You guys transmute that bad energy into good, okay? But we have intention. So when you say you're gonna do something, you set your full intention to it and you make that shit happen, okay? Not many people can. And I feel like, yeah, when you say you're gonna do something, you do it. I love that. If you're truly like this, Power 5, I rate you so much. Like, I like people who like don't just talk about it, be about it. I like people who just, they back things up with their actions. They don't just talk about it. It's really hot to me, okay? But yeah, you're a vibe. You're a good vibe, especially with the June card. It's giving summer vibe. You're a good vibe. It could be a Gemini or a Cancer. There's something about your energy that just screams vibrant. A lot of energy, vitality. And a lot of people could be jealous of that as well because they feel like you look like you have life into you, okay? You guys could have a really beautiful appearance. Your cheeks are full. They could be rosy. Like you have life breathed into you, okay? You're healthy looking, you're good looking, whatever it may be. It's giving summer-esque, okay? But that's what I'm... Wait a second. I didn't even mention anything to do with the Hanged Man here, okay? But this could be you coming up with solutions to problems, okay? You are a problem solver. Even people who may put you into predicaments and into situations, you always find a way to get out of them, no matter what, okay? You're very open-minded because the Hanged Man is also about seeing things from a different perspective. And you are very open-minded. I don't know why you trigger conservative people, okay? Like, I don't know what it is, but it's like, you're too different, like you're too unorthodox and it makes them uncomfortable. But deep down, they want to experience what you do. They want to do what you do. They just don't have the courage to break away from it, you know? Yeah, but that's what I'm getting. I hope that resonates. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Take care. Bye.